Hi, good morning and welcome from the cave. It's been a while and I'm really sorry about that, but like most modelers, frustration of actually doing the day job gets in the way. So I've been quite busy with the Sea King, and I'll come on to that in a minute, or the Sea King should I say. But I just wanted to show you something that I got this past week, having received my Airfix Club Members Pack. I then applied and got a wonderful challenge coin, exclusive to members. They're absolutely fantastic and worth every penny. They're going to be a real collector item in the future. On that side it shows this year's model that comes with the club pack, and then on the back that's a bit saying Airfix Model Club. So I just wanted to show you that. They are limited to 250. That one's number 245. So what have I been up to with the Sea King then? Well, I've managed to just about pre-assemble the first one, mine. So if I bring you across here. So I've completed some of the sub-assemblies, making sure that I got the right one. And these have all been prepped and are now ready for painting. Or they would be, but I've now got to continue and do the second one for a good friend of mine. Reasonably easy to put together without too much difficulty. And I have got the 3D blades that have been printed off for me, ready to go. Yes, you can say there's 5. Well, this particular model's going to be with the blades folded, so three bent and 3 straight, so the other 2 straights are staying on the spruce for painting. So we're going to move on to today. I'll start in a minute. So I've started doing some of the internal structure, and I'm now on page 9, step 26, which requires me to use spruce E, which has got some really interesting moulding on it. So having cleared the 3 parts up, I'm now going to assemble them with a spot of contactor, which is my preferred glue. The good thing about these new Airfix kits are the instructions. They're brilliant with highlighting the parts that need to be included and exactly where they go. Always test fit. Makes it a lot easier than trying to bundle your way through it with glue everywhere. This is quite a complex little element. Very clever and very well designed. Bravo Airfix for that. It goes together pretty well, depending on how big your fingers are. There we go. So that's the first element. We're going to move on to the next stage. I tend to cut the next couple of stages out rather than doing one bit at a time. Just saves some time, and it helps with then the dry fitting to make sure that the parts are assembled correctly. Replaced my blade this morning. Started hacking at stuff and it was blunt, so it's always good to have some spare blades available. A little bit of sanding. This is very delicate, don't want it to break. Beautifully done. This could get a bit tricky. I'll give it a go. There we go. A little bit of persuasion. That fits in nicely, and then there's just one more element to this. Get it the right way around to just help. Double check. And insert. So there we go. Nice little element there. All finished and done, can go over. Right, hello again. I've made a bit of progress, as you can see. Got some nice multi-seats going on there. Easily put together and quite solid, so looking forward to painting those. I'm just going through some of the other stages now, so I'm on step 71 now and looking at one of the outer fuselages. And it's a requirement to actually fill in that window aperture and that window aperture for this particular mark of aircraft. And FX do provide the inserts. But these can be quite tricky to get right with gaps and inaccuracies in getting a smooth finish. So I thought I'd just show you how I do it. So I don't plaster the aperture with a lot of glue. So for this one, I'll just stick a couple of beads in. I'm just going to let it settle for a bit, just to start to set. Give it a little blow. Check that I've got it the right way around, and you can do that by making sure that the rivets are in line with each other from the fuselage to the insert. And then we can pop it in. And that one's gone in quite nicely, but at the bottom there's a bit of a step, so I'm actually just going to tease that out just a little bit from its original position. It's come out a bit too much. I'm now happy with that. May need a little bit of filler on it, but hopefully not too much. And I'm going to continue doing that with the other apertures that need doing. So I've moved on now to number 96 and looking at which aircraft that I'm going to be doing. I'm looking at B, C and D. And part F5 shows that I need to remove one of the sensors ready for adding the spine to the actual tail. So this is a fairly tricky element. I've already taken this off the spruce and tidied it up. And that's the bit in question that I need to take out. So as I said already, I've got a new sharp blade, which does help. And just following the contours of the actual main piece, I'm going to just start gently taking the excess plastic off. You can see it's solid, and with some short strokes, they say you should never do any knife strokes towards you, but you've got far more control. You can turn it round and just start taking it off from the other direction to give it some conformity. Little and often, before you know it, it has disappeared, but it still needs some sanding to it. So Ultimate Modelling Products do some excellent sanding implements, and that's what I'm using. I'm using a coarse grit. So he's going to take some of the detailing off and the panel line for this particular bit here. So I'm going to have to rescribe that later on. So again, just following the contour lines. It removes it really nicely. You can still see a little bit there. I'm just using a harder edge. Slightly less coarse grit. You see I've used this quite a lot, and it's been through the wars, so I'm going to have to replace that very soon. And finally, just to buff it up a bit, and there we go, removed. So I'm going to put some panel lines on that and finish that off. Hi, so that's me done for today. Thank you for joining me. I will probably do a little bit later on, but that's time for a cup of coffee. Please like my page, share it, and thank you for continuing to support me, and I'll see you all soon.